This is Deary McButterscotch, and we're back to John Goodman. Coyote Ugly. Well, it doesn't really have any ugliness in physical form. It doesn't really have any coyotes. So if you're looking for either of those two, you're not gonna get it here. Not gonna happen. However, you do get something completely different. You get a girl who's a bartender who decides to screw a bunch of people over, and I've forgotten what the plot is. It's all over the place, and the title does not make a lot of sense unless you're a real aristocrat and you know what the hell it's supposed to mean. Coyote Ugly. It's a weird one for you. Always. Let's see, what happens here? Well, it's one of Audrey Hepburn's last films. She's old in this one, 1989, and it's about some dude who he dies, and his ghost is wandering around with unfinished business, and he has to find happiness for his former girlfriend. So how much does that suck? Not only are you dead, but you have to find some other guy to sweep your girlfriend off her feet. How much would that suck? What a kick in the balls. That'd be terrible. That'd be like, after you die, you have to help the IRS screw over your parents. I mean, that's a bullshit thing. That just sucks. The whole time I watched this movie, I felt sorry for the guy that was dead. Because that's just bullshit. I was rooting against Audrey Hepburn and all those characters saying, you need to do this because it's the right thing to do. Bullshit! Finding some other asshole to screw your girlfriend that you lost because you died, that's a load of bullshit. Who wants to do that? I would rather wander around the world forever than find another suitable dude for an ex-girlfriend. Never gonna happen. Not gonna do it. Oh brother, where art thou? Alright, John Goodman has a bigger role in this one. He's a bad guy. He's a big racist of the KKK. It's a real hillbilly kind of one. It's got George Clooney, and it's got a couple of other dudes in it. They're runaway prisoners, and it's loosely based on the Odyssey. If you have read the Odyssey featuring Homer, you'll recognize a few things here and there, but it's very loosely based on it. I mean, there's a few things, but you'd have to have the book with you and compare it, because it's really, really difficult to make the comparisons unless you are really keeping your eyes peeled. But other than that, Oh Brother Where Art Thou is kind of a decent movie. It's really southerny. I wasn't the biggest fan, but that doesn't mean you won't. I mean, you might like it. It could be a good movie. It's just mediocre from my standards. Arachnophobia. Well, this one's got a whole shitload of spiders in it. Lot of them. Yeah, there's spiders that go all over the place. John Goodman is one of the, like, let's see, what's the word? Exterminators. He's an exterminator. And it's also got the guy from Dumb and Dumber that isn't Jim Carrey in it. Oh, Jeff Daniels, that's his name. Jeff Daniels. He's in here. And as you can tell, it's a little bit of comedy with a whole bunch of spiders. It's a comedy thriller, so it's kind of an odd mix. But it sort of works. Funniest movie ever? No way. Scariest movie ever? Not gonna happen. It's just kind of in between. If you like watching movies about spiders, go for it. The Borrowers. Now this one If you're a full-grown adult like me, you probably aren't going to like it that much. But if you're a little kid, it'll be a little different. It's all about little people, not midgets. Really, really little people, like fairies. Yeah, about the size of that. Size of that. They're real tiny. And John Goodman is the full-grown guy in this one, and he's trying to kill all of the little dudes. And it's got a lot of corniness, a lot of one-liners, and it's designed a lot more for kids than adults. Adults will not have patience for this, and they will only watch it if they have a little kid watching it with them, or if they have to, like me. Revenge of the Nerds. It's too bad this one isn't higher on the list, because I think it's a little bit better than some of these other films on here. Revenge of the Nerds has John Goodman as the coach of the jocks, and of course the nerds, they get revenge by stealing some of the girls of the jocks, which is awesome, and a whole bunch of other things. It's a pretty cool movie if you're an underdog like me. I always root for the little guy, and I like this film because I'm a revengeful seeking bro. That's my kind of style, so I like this movie. King Ralph. This is the movie that's got John Goodman as King Ralph. He's just some random guy chosen to be the heir of a royal line, and that's happened more than once, hasn't it? Yeah, he takes over the royal family, brings a little bit of city knowledge into it, and he just turns the place upside down, and you've got Peter O'Toole to roll his eyes throughout the whole movie. So it's Peter O'Toole's best movie by my standards, because it doesn't suck. But, you know, we'll get to Peter O'Toole and his sucky movies later. King Ralph, it's alright, but really corny. The Big Lebowski, the dude. Yeah. It's got the other guy, the guy that plays the dude. I'm forgetting his name right now. Maybe I'll remember it, maybe I won't. It's obviously a comedy, and it's got a cult following for damn sure. And it's kind of all over the place. You gotta really listen to everything that's going on, or you're gonna get lost, like I did. I think I watched this movie too early, because I really did not understand any of it at all. I watched it as a little kid, which is a mistake. Maybe if I watched it again as an older person, I might understand the plot a little bit better. I got real confused because I watched this too early. So maybe some of the other people might get this film a little bit more. I got confused because I was a little kid. But it had a lot of stuff, a lot of mafia stuff, bowling balls, lots and lots of stuff. Yeah. John Goodman. Well, sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's not. I like him. We're running out of time. Oh my goodness. Hugh Grant is next. See you later.